Hello, everybody. I thought I'd offer up some tours of parts of my base. So, we're just going to start real quick with my main base. This is my hub. I've been working on trying to enclose it, which, I mean, everything's temporary right now. Everything is always a work in progress for me. I never consider myself done with the game. Uh, the space elevator's done, but I still keep working. Um, so, that's the hub. It's sitting out here off of this thing, which I just built the other day. So it's kind of a cool little roof. I put some pictures up earlier. I don't know if you guys saw them, but not only is it curved, but it's concave as well. So I really enjoy it. Anyways, I also was struggling with some items that I didn't want to mass produce. I didn't want to set up a factory for, but I did need to have storage bins because space is always limited, even though I technically do have a back mod. So over here I've just got some of the ammos and fuel that I normally use. Including, yes, I made some nukes. That's all that is. It's very simple. Right below them, I've just got the dimensional storages. Anyway, so that's my hub. That's where my hub sits. Like I said, if you see things like this looks a little weird. Everything is still a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to mount that whole thing. But this is the front of my base, if you can call it the front, I guess. Originally, I was going to build the hub down here. That's why these waterfalls got beautified and lit up. And then I decided to instead put it in the air. So that's where I put it. Anyways, let's go inside the base. So if you come on in here, and yes, I play at night. I use a control mod so that I can control the time of day and the phases and everything. You know what? Let's put it at that, and we'll just leave our flashlight on. So on there's four quadrants to my base, and each base has this big room behind the storage bins. But in the center here is all my storage bins. Originally, I had a bunch of neon lights and whatnot in here. I did not like it. It was too busy, so I changed it up and I made it look more like apartment buildings in a city, complete with brick walls and whatnot. I really like it. I don't know if I'm completely satisfied, but I do enjoy it. Um, Down here, this is the light control so that I can change all the lighting if I so feel like it. We'll leave it on white for now just so we can see it a little bit better. If you don't know where we are, if you couldn't tell from here, we're up on top of the giant waterfall out in the dune desert. There's a giant earth structure tree rock thingamajigger surrounded by a pond. I always thought it'd be really cool to build here, so that's what I centered this entire base on. This is my portal. I have portals in all my train stations and all my satellite bases and whatnot. I only have one main, and it's being fed constantly by singularity cells from down below. I don't want to leave it on all the time, so I didn't see the point in making multiple main ones. So all I got to do is fire it up and then go, oh, I want to go, here, 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 here. I just select where I want to go, fires up, and I go there. Alternately, and the original way I used to travel is this hypertube. This hypertube goes up the center into a launch station at the top there, and it'll launch me either north, east, south, or west. So all I've got to do is go here and tell it which way I want to go. And this is obviously if I need to shut down my factories individually. But I just tell it which way I want to go. So let's say I want to go south. So I make sure that's on, make sure I've got my jetpack on, and then I hop in, and it sends me up and then out whichever way I told it to. And this will give you a bit of an overview of my base at the moment. This large structure here inside is my sorting facility, which we'll go over in a second. I just recently enclosed it with that, and I kind of want to do the same thing to all sides. I mean, they're already semi-enclosed. I like them and all, but I think it could be a bit better. Um, all four sides are almost identical as far as the actual base goes. You've got the big room, and these on the corners here. I just redesigned all this. This was just a simple balcony. Um, I wanted to add a bit more lighting, a bit more flair. So I put some lighting underneath there, and I used these walkways. So I enjoy it. Let's go back inside. As you can see, I have 40 storage bins, so I'm always mass producing at least 40 items. There are more than 40 items in the game, but some items you don't need to mass produce, but I am mass producing 40 of them. That way, no matter what project I have, no matter what I want to build, everything is always available. This hypertube goes down to my subway, which is my train system. We will go over that in a separate video because I think it's pretty cool. This is my sorting facility. So the train stations down below drop everything off. You know what? We'll just take a look at it real quick, just so you understand. I'm trying to make it so this video isn't too long. Yes, we go very far down. I built my entire subway system about 5 meters above the kill floor. So if you come in here to the subway system, there's tracks running all throughout underneath the map, and these trains just bring everything in. Outside is a bit messy, please forgive me, but this is not supposed to be viewed. This is this is not aesthetically pleasing because it's not meant to be. As you can see, the train stations run every which way, all under the map. I'm bringing in all 40 items that I'm mass producing. I'm also bringing in just about every type of fluid I would need, including water from over there, so that I can mix anything. I can make literally anything in the game at my main base. Some things I already have made, some things I need to combine and create myself at a craft table or something, but I can make everything. Anyways, the 4 main train stations come in, drop everything off. They come in on these conveyors. There's 8 lanes, and the 8 lanes go up into the sorting facility, which we will go back to right now. It takes forever to go up the hypertube. Down, fast. Up, very slow. So, this is my sorting facility over here. All 8 lanes, like I said, go up those conveyor lifts, and they come into here. Woo. So if we come over here, this is a bit, I need to clean all this up. This is making biofuel out of any biomass that I might put into the system and some random other crap down here. But up here is the main sorting floor. Like I said, all 8 lanes come up. They come up in a main conveyor lift. So each lane comes up and goes into a smart splitter, into a smart splitter, into a smart splitter, into a programmable smart splitter. They go through everything in here because I want it to divide it into 2, divide it into 2, divide it into 2. That way everything isn't trying to overload one lane. I have literally 8 lanes, 4 on top, 4 on the bottom here, going into my system. That way nothing gets overwhelmed. Steel pipes. Whoop. So all 8 lanes come across here. They go across this bridge, and they go into the base here, and they go onto this, which there's 2 lanes, 2 lanes, 2 lanes, 2 lanes. And they branch off and they go every which way, and they sort into all the systems. And as you can see, they go across here in each corner, and basically they go around the entire thing, filtering into all the storage containers until they get to the other side of my base, which is one of my other facilities. Anything that's overflowing, I don't need, I have too much of, whatnot, comes across on these belts into here, and goes into these wall burners, aka the awesome sinks I have sitting outside. So that's what this facility is. It's literally 8 awesome sinks, taking everything that needs to be. If I want to manually put anything to a sink, I do have this. I can just drop stuff in there. I can also manually drop stuff into the void storage. This is so that I can access and see how many. Ooh, I have tickets. I got tickets. I think I'm at about almost 400. One day I'll have 1,000. One day I'll be a real boy. So yeah, so that's where everything eventually ends up. Out that way is the hub. That's where we first came in. Out that way is the sorting facility, which I just showed you. Out this way is the sinks, where we just came from. And the final one is my fluid area. I had this idea a while ago, because like I said, I wanted to be able to make anything in the game. Unfortunately, some things require fluids. So I designed this system, which I still have to work on the aesthetics, but basically I have full bins of anything. So all nitrogen gas. So I would take all of those. Let's do it with sulfuric acid here. So I would just take all the sulfuric acid, and there's alumina, oil, there's everything. And then I'd come over to the unpackager, and I'd just deposit them all. Now, that unpackaging system, thank you, save. That unpackaging system is going to take all those sulfuric acids, and it's going to run them through these unpackagers. Those unpackagers are going to load these tanks, and those tanks are going to provide these pipes with whatever fluid I'm trying to use. This is temporary storage right here, but usually this is a big open area so that I can throw down, a refinery, whatever I happen to need. There's power outlets and the pipes, and I can just load them up and temporarily, I need to make, I don't know, nitric acid or whatever I need to make, I can just make temporarily and real quick here. That's also why it's open air, because I didn't want to enclose myself. Anyways, and then the empty containers loop out and go into these packagers, and the packagers just fill them back up. And I have the exact amount of containers that I need. So, as you can see, sulfuric acid is slowly just filling back up, and eventually this will all be full with sulfuric acid again, as this processes the system. So yeah, those are the 4 quadrants of my base. That's my base currently. Like I said, I'm always working on it. This balcony didn't used to be here. This didn't used to be here. All these lights were different colors. That didn't used to be there. I just keep working. So to all those people that say, "Oh, I beat the game. I have nothing left to do. There's no more. I'm just going to start a new playthrough." That's fine. You can start a new playthrough. You can play this game however you like. But I want to stress that this game is never ending. As long as you can keep coming up with ideas and projects, you can keep yourself busy forever. All my saves combined, I have about 3,000 hours in the game. And I've beaten it twice. Just to give you an idea. This thing up here, obviously this is my space elevator. But hidden below it, forgive the spaghetti, this is going to get a little nuts, but hidden below my space elevator is a crazy sorting system. The whole point of this, so I'll just give you a good look at this and then I'll explain it, is for the central part of my base, which will be the last thing that we go over. So if we come on down here, I got to make better access points. I also need stairs. Like, a lot of my areas of my base, you have to fly. You cannot walk to. There are no stairs. There aren't even ladders. Anyways, in the center of my base is kind of like my little club treehouse area. And I've got the MAM, and I've got my crafting bench, I got the fix-it shop, I got the workshop. But on all four sides, I have these two bins. The recycle bin and storage bin. The storage bin, if you're ever... Oh, hey. Oh, hello. If you're ever working on stuff and your bags are too full and you're trying to craft and whatnot, that's what these storage bins are for. So you can just come here and just go, you know what, just take all my crap real quick. I need the space so that I can do stuff. And then you can just take it all back. They're also linked to these recycle bins. The recycle bins are meant to take anything. I can put anything in here, and if it's part of the system, it will literally go up into the filtration system and drop back down to my base and go into the appropriate storage bin or to the awesome sink. Also, if I drop slugs or something in here, it will go up, get turned into power shards, and be dropped into the power shard bin. If I drop any kind of carcasses or biomass or anything like that, it gets turned into packaged liquid biofuel and goes into the bin here. Ooh, we got a lot. The whole point is that my recycle bin should take anything. And the way it works, if I come on down here, I'll show you this real quick. Behind every one of these is a programmable smart splitter, and basically it's got an entire list of stuff that I do not want going into the system. So anything that I want to not be sorted, I put on this list. Everything else goes into the system. And the whole point... No, stop. Thank you. The whole point is so if I put something in here that shouldn't be recycled, let's say my jetpack, it automatically just goes into this bin over here. It's kind of a catch-all. So that's my base. There's not much more to it. I think I showed you just about everything. I like it. It's a nice place to chill, to hang out. Like I said, I'm always working on it. I'm always going around, and all of a sudden I'll see a little thing. Like these windows weren't here originally, and I was like, oh, that doesn't look good. I don't like that's open. So I started adding stuff. These originally weren't covered. Oh, I better cover those. Like I said, I'm constantly working on this thing. We will take off towards my power station, which will probably be the next video. So let's see, we gotta go. Wait. West. I always forget which way I gotta go. Alright, we'll go west, we'll fly over the power station, and then I'll let you go. Dum-ba-da-ba! Goodbye, base! Goodbye. Goodbye. Ooh. And this, which will be in my next video, if I ever actually make it, is my power station. Or as I like to call it, the red light district. Okay, I gotta get to a safe spot before I stop the video. Give me power. Thank you. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time.